Hello, welcome! How are you today? Oh no, I'm trying to pin this comment. I always have such a hard time with this. Hello, welcome! Ah! I can't pin this comment. This is like... It is. This is my natural hair. When it's like really long, it's like actual locks. It's pretty great. If I had blonde hair, I'd be like Shirley Temple or something. Well, that comment's gone. Alright. Hello! Hello! Hi, Leah! Okay, I'm just not gonna pin a comment because it's too hard right now. But... No! That sunscreen hasn't gotten out of your eyes, huh? Okay, so... Today I am going to be styling and dyeing a wig. Alright? Okay? So I'm really excited. I've never actually done this before, so I'm really excited about it. The best way to dye wigs apparently is Sharpie. So I have 2 blue Sharpies here because we're going to be doing blue. Let me actually show you guys a picture of what I'm going to be doing today. Albums. Just getting a picture up for you guys so you know what I'm doing. How's everyone's day today? Tell me. Maybe it's in downloads. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you see how his wig, it's really hard to see in this picture, but he has like blue like highlights underneath, like right here, like just like that, and they're like light blue. So I have this wig. Hello? I don't even know where the face went. I don't even know where the front is currently, actually. Well, this is the wig. Yes, it's blonde. It's very blonde. It's gonna be great for dyeing because it's so light. If you want to dye like a darker wig color, you're gonna probably need to put like extensions in, like blonde extensions or different color extensions, because dark wigs aren't gonna dye as well unless you're dyeing like a really dark wig. Yes, or sorry, dark color. So if you're like dyeing like a brown wig, like dark green, maybe it might work. But other than that, yes, you want a light color wig. Okay, I got my Coca-Cola. I got these pretzel snacks. Pretzel snacks. I stole them from my boyfriend. They're his, but you know, I need my sustenance. Okay, so I don't have a wig cap today because I couldn't find one. So this is gonna be fun. What I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna put it in my hair so I don't cut my hair off. And I'm going to be putting on the wig so that I can trim it. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do first? I'm actually going to start mixing the dye first. Because what we're going to do is we're going to try to find the right color. So I'm going to mix the dye and then dye a Q-tip while I'm cutting the wig so that we can see if the dye is right on the Q-tip before I put it onto the wig. So let me just... open up my tutorial thing I found on the internet because again, I've never done this before, so I'm like super excited. Have any of you guys ever dyed wigs with Sharpies before? Or like, I feel like people have dyed their hair, like back when I was in middle school, like girls would always like take Sharpies and dye their hair. I always thought it seemed so unhealthy for your hair, like, what are you putting in your hair right now? Okay. Here we go. Excuse me. So, I have this little empty, this had cheese in it, so it's just like an empty food container that's empty and clean. So this is what I'm going to be mixing it in. I have a paper bag. Yes, and it's not good. Thank you, thank you. You dyed fakes with Sharpies? That doesn't sound very yummy. That sounds really gross. So, anyways. Plastic container for mixing the dye, Q-tips for testing out the dye color on, and a plastic bag because I'm trying to be neat, but I'm probably gonna get stuff everywhere. Excuse me. Well, that's the fun time. I'm a cosplayer, so I just make costumes and stuff. Pretty much that's it. Like, if you like anime and stuff, like, I don't know. I do a lot of video game cosplays, and I just like hanging out with other people who have the same, like, stuff that they like as me, so. I'm good! I am good! Are you of the Irish persuasion? I have Irish blood in me. I'm half Jewish, part Irish, and part German. So, very, very weird combination of blood in me right now. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, yes! I got confused for a second. Okay, so, I'm first gonna put isopropyl alcohol into the container. Yes, grinning is my absolute favorite thing in the world. Okay, so, I'm gonna be filling this up with alcohol. This is gonna be lovely to smell. Maybe I should have gotten a face mask. I feel like I should have had a face mask. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think that's gonna be okay. I don't know, like, doesn't like the smell of alcohol remind you all of like the doctor's office? Like, I feel like I don't really like sharing my age with my followers. I'm in my 20s. I'll just say that. I'm in my 20s. Okay. Next step, we got all the alcohol, not drinkable. Please do not drink that. That would be very bad. 97%. 97% alcohol? Or what else? What were we talking about? No! You cannot make me! Okay, so we're gonna be cutting into this Sharpie. I feel like every logical thing in my mind tells me not to cut the Sharpie. Also, do you guys like my time traveler shirt? It's Legend of Zelda shirt. Okay. Okay, this is like, oh, it happened. Okay. Wow. I don't really have a glove. I feel like I should have a glove, but I'm gonna use my plastic bag. And I'm just gonna squeeze out the ink from the Sharpie. Oh, it's working. Into the alcohol. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Okay. Okay, here's a paintbrush. I'm gonna be mixing this up. That looks so dark. That might be too dark, I feel. I don't know yet. Let's try it on a Q-tip. Oh, maybe not. Actually, let's try a little bit more. We can always add more alcohol, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Cool. Alright. I'm going to dip a Q-tip into this. Hey, thank you. I'm glad it brings you joy. Okay. Excuse me. I just dipped it into the dye. I think this is gonna be too light. Because this is it with the dye on it. I think I need more Sharpie. I feel that in my heart. My heart of hearts. I feel it. Okay, come on. This is like, I should have gotten gloves. I'm an idiot. Guys, if you ever do this, go get gloves first. That's probably the smart thing to do, but I'm not very smart, so sometimes I can be smart, but then sometimes I'm dumb. Come on. Come on, little dye, get in there. No, no purple. It's supposed to be blue. I have Sharpie dye all over me. Okay, I think that Sharpie's out, so I'm gonna open up the second one. If I can find it. Actually, let's put this Q-tip back in here. Okay, actually, I think that might be dark enough. So this is it with the dye on it. So let's let that soak on this plastic bag, and we'll see how dark it gets, or how light it gets. Either one. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this dye to the side. My cat's in here. I hope my cat doesn't like dye her paws off or something like that. Or his. I don't know why I said her. It's a boy. Okay, there's that dye. Alright, next step. Next step. I am going to put my hair up. And I don't have a wig cap again because I am a mess and I've lost all my wig caps. So I'm just gonna be putting up my hair so that I don't cut it off. I like my hair. Wow, that's kind of like really bumpy. Hello! Today's stuff is we are dyeing and styling a wig. So I just mixed the dye. We used alcohol and Sharpie. And then I'm going to be cutting this wig in the meantime to fit my face while we wait for the dye to dye onto the Q-tip so we can see if it's dark enough or not, because we don't want it to not work when we put it on the wig itself. Okay, so here's the wig. Hello. It guys, it blends into the background because it's so light. Oh god, poked me in the eye. Okay, so here's the wig. Let me bring up my picture so I know what I'm doing. Now, just so you guys know, when you cut a wig, you don't, if it's really long and you need to get it really short, you can at first do a sidewards cut, but then afterwards you want to be cut up because it's gonna make it look more natural. Oh guys, I feel like I look like that guy from Yuri on Ice, like the really like angry guy. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I haven't watched that show in a long time, but I feel like I look like him. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Oh yes, I need to cut this. That was what I was doing. I look like some like emo kid, don't I? I am kind of emo in real life, so maybe that works out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be... I don't even know where to start. Like, that's the hardest part with cutting a wig. You're like, where do I need to start to like... And it's, you can cut your wig on a wig stand. I don't recommend it unless the wig stand is exactly your face shape and size, because it's gonna be a different length on the wig head than it is on your head. You know what I mean? Yeah, old school Dante, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. You see how I'm cutting up? It's just a lot better to do it that way, because it's not gonna look as choppy when you're done with it. I feel like I'm really scared of this getting in my eye. It's getting all over my phone. I'm like the messiest cosplayer in the world. Like, I should just like put down something so it doesn't get all over the place, but I'm kind of lazy. That's why I woke up at 2 o'clock today. Well, there's also another reason. I stayed up till like 5 because I was watching something called Ghost Adventures. Do you guys know what that is? It was so scary. I was like freaking out because I watched this episode about like this murderer who his ghost was still there, and it was just like freaking me out. It's like really scary. So I couldn't fall asleep till like 5 o'clock. You see how that doesn't look like super choppy? It kind of looks a little choppy there, but like it doesn't look as choppy as if I had just been like, you know. So it's definitely a lot better to cut up instead of across. You see how clean, like how, like natural it looks? Okay, bye! I hope you feel better. I know, it's so scary. I like watching like ghost shows, because, excuse me, I personally believe in ghosts. Like, I believe ghosts are real. Personally. And I've actually had a ghost adventure. Like, I've had a ghost encounter. Do you guys want to hear about it? I'll tell you about it. It's really scary. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I wish this was like my real hair. Don't I look good right now? I feel like I do. That's so full. I sound so full of myself. Don't I look good right now, guys? Like, I look so good. Okay, let's keep on going. No, but for real, I'll tell you about my ghost story. Okay, I'll tell you about my ghost story. So, I was at my grandparents' house. Okay, so let me tell you about my grandparents' house. It's a really old house, and my great-grandma died in it. She had like Alzheimer's, and it was really sad because she kind of was trapped in there because they couldn't let her go anywhere because she was, you know, she couldn't remember anything, and she would go out and she would just forget where she was, and like it was really bad. So she died in the downstairs, and a couple of months ago, me and my boyfriend go to visit my grandparents because my grandparents are getting a little bit old, and I wanted to see them. What did you say? Why? Why what? I'm confused. Oh, why did she die? She just was really old. She just died of oldness. But, yeah, she died. In the house. Hello, I'm telling my ghost story of the time I met a ghost. Okay, so, I'm in my grandparents' house. We get there one night, and the first night I stay there. So, my grandparents are hardcore Christian, like religious people, so they had my boyfriend sleeping downstairs in what they call the sewing room on a futon, and me sleeping upstairs with my sister in the guest bedroom. So the second I get into the house, I feel heaviness. Like, I feel some weird feeling that I've never felt in their house before. Like, I've always loved being there, and I never felt this weird feeling, and I was like, this feels so heavy and weird, you know what I mean? So we go upstairs because we get in late and we go upstairs to go to sleep. And I'm sleeping with my sister and I'm trying to fall asleep and I'm freezing cold. And I tell my sister, I'm like, hey, I feel like someone's watching me. And I seriously feel like someone's watching me. So, and like there's these weird light anomalies in the corners and they almost look like faces. But they're not, it's not like a clear face, but I feel like I'm being watched from the corners of the room by these weird light anomalies that are like in the corners. So, I finally fall asleep. Finally, because I was like freaked out. I finally fall asleep, and then I get a call on my phone. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And my boyfriend's like, hey, I am super scared. Can you come down here? And I was like, okay, so it's not just me. So I run downstairs to where my boyfriend's sleeping. And he's like, I am freaking out because the door just opened and closed 3 times. Like, no joke, the door had opened and closed 3 times. Yeah, really scary. So, the door opened and closed 3 times, and he's like, it opened and closed 3 times. Oh, no. First, before that happened, he said he heard voices out in the dining room outside his door. A woman's voice. And he thought it was me or Beth. But he looked out and there was no one there. No one. So, Beth is my sister, by the way. So, the door opened and closes 3 times. And he freaks out. And he finally falls back asleep. And he has a dream of this woman in like 40s day clothing who had fallen asleep on his chest, like with her head on his chest. And he wakes up and he feels this pressure pressing down on his chest, right? And so he's freaking out and he calls me and I come down and he tells me about it. And I get into the futon with him. And the second I get into the futon and we kind of sit there for a second, the phone is on the dresser and it flies off the dresser, like 4 feet off the dresser. And so we're freaking out and we stay up all night because we're like really creeped out, really scared. We don't know what's going on, who it was. We didn't know if it was an evil spirit because I don't know if you guys know this, but demonic powers use 3 to mock the Trinity. So we were like, maybe it's demonic since the door opened and closed 3 times. You know, that's what we were thinking. Okay, so just so you guys know what I'm doing right now, I'm layering the hair. So when you layer hair, you can bring it up and then just, you know, cut like that. Just to layer it a little bit. Okay, bye! Okay, so just for anyone who's joining right now, I'm telling my ghost story. Okay, so, what was I? Oh yeah, so we wake up the next morning and my boyfriend looks at a picture that's on the wall. Died of oldness, yes. So he sees a picture on the wall and he's like, that girl's the girl from my dream. And I'm like, that's my great grandma who died in this house. Yeah. So I don't think it was an evil spirit. If anything, there may have been a demonic spirit there, but I think she was protecting us and she just wanted to be noticed. I think she was lonely. I really do. I think she was sad. Anyways, it's not done yet. So the next night I'm sleeping up with my sister in the guest bedroom and I hear this knocking on the door. And it's like, knock, knock. And then pause. And then knock, knock. And another pause. Like, it's knocking and pausing. And it's freaking me out. And I text my boyfriend. I'm like, hey, I really need to come up or come down and be with you because I'm freaked out. And my sister won't believe me that there's a ghost in here. So I go down and he tells me he's been hearing knocking on his door the whole night too. So just constant knocking. And like, you can see the door move as the knocks happen, you know? It's not just knocking, like you could see the door like shake. So it's like really freaky. And yeah, that happens. And then the next day we decide we're gonna download an EVP app, which is a way that you can talk to ghosts and spirits. So we download it and we start asking the ghost questions. And I don't remember what Patrick says, but he jokes and says, like, he says something. A joke, and I'm like, is it okay if we joke with you? No, stop. I'm actually not that scared. I don't feel any negative energy here right now, so don't worry about it. And I say, is it okay if we joke around with you? And the EVP says, a woman's voice, it's very ghosty. It says, yeah. Or no, it sounds like, yeah. No, it doesn't say yeah, it says, I guess. It says, I guess. And then we're like, oh, holy shit. And then, so it says, I guess, and I don't remember what else. Oh, I said, are you feeling okay? Are you feeling sad? And it says, I'm okay. So I honestly, and this spirit sounds very sad, very lonely. I just think she was sad and lonely and didn't have a lot of people to talk to her because my grandparents lived in that house, but because they're religious, they probably weren't open to seeing her manifest to them. So she was probably trying to talk to them for like ever before we got there and they just weren't listening to her. So I honestly think she's lonely and waiting for her daughter to die, who's my grandma, waiting for her. So it was a nice ghost. It wasn't a mean ghost. There's nothing there. Stop. So yeah. It was really fun. I don't know. I think there's really nice and kind ghosts. Like, if they're ghosts of dead people, they're just people, just like anyone else, you know? And they can be really nice and really good to talk to. Yeah! Let's go! Let's talk to the ghost. So, we told her to go towards the light. I don't know if she's still there. Maybe she left, but I think she's still there. So, but she was a nice ghost. She wasn't mean. She scared us a little bit, but she wasn't trying to hurt us. Like, she threw the phone away from us, not towards us, so I think she was just trying to get our attention. Yeah, it was a nice grandma ghost. Nice grandma ghost. Right now I'm just trimming the areas back here. Okay. I can't really do any more until I kind of start styling it for real. So, we're just gonna leave it at that. Wow, my arms are so itchy from all the hair that I cut off. So yeah, that's my ghost story. If anyone has any other ghost stories. Yeah! Because technologies these days, these youngins, using their phones and their iPods. That's probably what she was like. She was like, get off your phone! Make you some cookies. Hello! Welcome to my live session. Okay. So I am done cutting my wig, which is exciting. Very exciting. Let's check and see how that Q-tip is doing. Alright, so I'm gonna go and wash this Q-tip off, wash all the dye off, and see how much it dyed. See how dark it got. So I will be right back. It'll take like 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how dark it got, which is perfect. It's kind of like a candy, it's kind of like a cotton candy blue, which is exactly what we want. Chair stream! Okay, so, yay! That worked. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna get everything out of my way. So, whatever that tape is doing here. Okay. And I'm gonna bring back up my plastic bag. I'm gonna take this thing of dye off of it. Put this in the trash. I need the trash can. For real though. Okay. The wig is for Star Guardian Ezreal. It's my first cosplay. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna be cosplaying a guy. Hype! So that's exciting. Yeah, Star Guardian Ezreal from League of Legends. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking my wig. I have this sewing pin that I'm going to be putting on top of the wig to make sure it stands still. Okay, so we're just gonna be pinning the wig into the wig head. Okay. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the hair that I don't want to be dyed and putting it up so that we don't have to worry about it. Okay? So, any hair that I don't want dyed. I have a lot of little tiny hair bands. This is actually a big hair band. I have a little tiny hair bands that I'm going to be using for this. So, unfortunate hair. Little tiny hair bands. So just taking up portions of this hair I don't want to be dyed. And I'm leaving down the portions I do want to be dyed. Is there a BMO cosplay? BMO. I don't really know what you... Is that a new champion? I'm confused. I'm honestly confused. Maybe I'm just like... I haven't gotten sleep in the last few days and I just can't think. Okay, what you mean? Okay. Here we go. I have a friend named BMO, and I just can't get that out of my head. My friend's name. I'm like thinking about my friend named BMO, and I can't think of anything else with that. Okay. Almost done putting up my hair. It looks like kind of little... It's so cute, honestly. I feel like I want that to be my hair. Little tiny buns. Oh, Teemo. Oh, Oh, his little bee skin. I happen to believe that Teemo is the devil incarnate. So, probably not. Oh, does my wig or my wig head? That's the question. Neither of them has a name yet, but if you guys want to name them, you guys can have the right of naming them. Both the wig and the wig head. Oh, I have a great idea. What if I did like a wig head decorating party and I took Sharpies and whatever you guys said to draw on it, I draw on it? And we could just make like a funny little wig head and then we could name it. I think we should do it. I think that sounds so fun. Okay. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Okay. It's the last portion. Teemo! No! Maybe I'll just name it the devil. Maybe this wig head's name will be the devil. Ha ha ha. Mwahahaha. Okay. Okay. There we go. So I don't know if you guys, this is the portion I'm going to be dyeing. And I'm going to be laying it out on my plastic bag. And I have this paintbrush right here. And I'm just going to be painting the dye onto the wig. Just like this. I hope it works. Please! If it doesn't work, you know, I can just make a stronger dye and then put it on top. Or just do 2 layers of dye. Honestly, that would work too. I don't know if you guys want to see what I'm doing. Yes, I would paint it like one of my French girls. Do you guys, can you see it? Can you see what I'm doing? On the... Yeah, you can. This is kind of like relaxing. I don't know why. It's like really relaxing. Are any of you guys artists? Do you paint? I actually can't see the comment section right now, so I'm sorry. Try to get it as close to the roots as I can without messing with any of the other hair. This alcohol is really messing with my sinuses. I really should have worn a mask. So if you guys do this, make sure you wear a mask so you don't get like somehow high off of the fumes. They're really strong. I want to see what people are saying, so. Oh! No one said anything good. I didn't miss it. I like seeing your guys' comments. They make me laugh and cry and laugh. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Hello! Welcome. Oh, I'm using alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol and Sharpie to dye this wig. So there's a lot of fumes and I should have worn a mask. Lessons for the future, guys. All you hear is getting high and you're like, what's going on here? Okay, I think I'm almost done. I actually may need to do 2 layers of this dye. Like, dye it and then do a second one. Exciting! Yes, the fumes. It's really a lot right now. Well, maybe happy tears. Like if someone was like, "You're so amazing," I'd be like, "Ah!" Like that. Okay. Anyways, okay, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys have seen the styling and all the dyeing and all the fun things, so it was really great hanging out with you guys. Bye!